All right. Morning. Morning, Bishak. Morning, everybody. I got a dog staring at me. I don't know quite what she wants. She's mad because I won't let her outside. She finally laid down, so we're good now. Was she mad as hell? Let's see. Oh, yeah. She's not happy with me. You made me stay inside. Yeah, it rained all day yesterday. It's wet, it's muddy, it's cold. It's all the things you don't want to be. I mean, all the things she would probably love, but still. Let's see. Bishak put in his points. Hey, we're at 34%, 17,242 out of our 50,000 for our puppers, for Sora. Sweet, we're getting there. Might have to extend the time a little bit. One might be a little bit longer. That's okay. That's okay. Plan is, so far, I've got some adjustments to do on some pages and things like that. Got to get my template up to snuff, or my layout. Need to make sure all of those are saved correctly and up to date. And then, depending on what I'm feeling like, how I'm feeling, what's going on, might jump over and do some logo work today. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Not sure quite yet. Putzing around, doing different things. Trying to feel the vibe. I don't know. Feelings. I don't know how to deal with them quite yet. They're new. They're weird. But, Bishak, how are you doing this morning? If you're still here. It says you are, but it doesn't always, not always accurate. Okay, so we need to go through some pages we updated in here that need to be changed. I'm good, halfway through my workday, ready to get home and relax. Nice. So, a lot of conversations happening in Discord chats with DPS and stuff lately. I know you're looking for information and things like that. Is there anything that I can talk about right now or give some clarity on? Do you have questions or anything? Because I know, like, sometimes even like messages or text messages are really hard to read in certain ways, so. I think I can also just ramble about it for a little bit if need be, if you would like me to. I have observations, I have information. I think you answered everything. I think just gauging interest is important and seeing what times people are available. Yeah, it was something that I definitely tried a bunch of different times to see what people would want, and even year, 2 years ago, things were like, so Ghost Guy has his little group of friends, and even that group has like been cut in half in some spaces. But I got into a space for a while where we were like actually doing acquisitions of other clans. So like that was one of them. We brought over that whole group and added them to our clan family, to our awkward social group. But so we had a bunch of those that come over. And it was kind of a meeting of the minds, right? It was a mergers to give people space where they had access to more people if they wanted to try to schedule events or put things together or find other people if they wanted to, but they weren't like, we got rid of all of the requirements that made people have to do or, be active in certain ways. Like I still see if people are there or not there, but I've really cooled off on a lot of that because it was way too much work for no gain in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't helping anybody in any way. So, but what was I rambling about? No, just the temperature of everything kind of really, really cooled off, and I was doing the clan nights on Fridays for the longest time. Like I kept that up for the longest time, and then my schedule became harder to keep Fridays going, and there were not that many people showing up for them either. So it just seemed like a better switch to move them to Saturdays when I had a little bit more time to, or at least for myself, to be able to facilitate that part of it. Like there's no requirements or anything like that anybody has to be there or do anything like that. It's just, I was trying to lead by example more than anything, and be like, okay, so like, this is the way you could set things up. You can use the pictures in the Discord image group, in that image channel and stuff like that. You can whatever. And some people tried it and it didn't really work out. I think that's very much what Vern is talking about. Like she tried multiple times to try to get people to do harder events, raids, whatever like that, and just nobody really signed up. So it just, I don't know. It was hard. That temperature and people cooling off and not wanting to play as much, being kind of fed up with some of the systems before they even got to the point that they are right now. Like all of that was happening. So I don't know. For myself, I definitely have waned on. I don't know what else to try to generate interest. Like sometimes we'll have some fun and we'll do like a PvP, night or something like that. And those are fun, but they are definitely not sustainable in the long run. So I don't know. I don't know. No, the taco loving requirement is still there. The only one that gets a pass on it is Sunny because he argued for that, or not argued for it, but he signed an NDA for that. But no, the stuff that I was doing, tracking all of that and trying to keep up on stuff was not doing much for us. So, and it was becoming way too cumbersome to continue to try to keep it going. Which one did I just save? I just saved that one. But no, so part of all of this is all to do with me too. Like I made a bunch of these decisions on my own. I put a bunch of that systems in place and stuff like that. So I know most of the slowdown and everything, that's all due to me. Like, and I set it up that way from the beginning when I asked the admins to become admins, or when they volunteered to do that. I basically, like, even like Thunder and stuff like that, I was like, you guys are not required to do anything. You don't have to. Like, this is just a fun social play thing that we get to do. Like, don't ever feel obligated to have to do any of the things if you don't want to do any of the things. Like, I'm here to help facilitate what you would like to do, kind of like I told you, in any way that I can. So if you want channels, if you want, graphics, if you want whatever it is, let me know, and I will try to set those up. If you need new roles to be put in so people can pick roles or whatever, all of those things. I'm supposed to be the help facilitate those things in that way. So, and Thunder's a lot of stuff's been going on in his life recently too. Pioneer's found out that she's got some stuff going on, some medical stuff going on that's been really scary and fucking sucks. So everybody has lives and stuff like that. I know even your stuff that you're going through, and how you may end up in Nevada for a little bit to escape some hard stuff. It's just, I wanted to make sure to keep people's lives open, but in the same point, it also meant sacrificing part of the group stuff, which is good. Like, nobody should ever be obligated to make this a job in any way. Like, this is just fun. We're just having fun. So she wants to go outside? Yeah, she can go outside. Thank you. To help the Mother and Thunder all have stuff going on, I think people look to that role for guidance and encouragement, as well as Ghost Guy just running with his crew. Yeah, no, that's the thing is, I don't know. Do we look into adding more people? I'm not sure. I did a lot of work on that early on, or even throughout most of the history of DPS, browsing forums, setting up, on Bungie.net and everything else like that, putting up advertisements for it, stuff like that. So it's, I don't know. I don't know if there's people that are looking for places. Like, I get maybe one YouTube message a year from somebody being like, hey, can I join your clan? And I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know where you, like, and then they never respond to me. I was like, okay, guess that was not a thing. But so I don't know. I don't know what our next, maybe that's the thing. We are in a spot where we're probably need to evolve to the next thing, the next spot, but I don't know quite what that looks like. So I don't know. I didn't meet this criteria. You did not. But we made an exception. It's one of those things. If I'm hoping, a lot of the way DPS is structured was that, like most, social media groups and stuff like that, a lot of it has to be self put together. So, like, I can build the systems and things like that, but if people don't use them, then it's not benefiting anybody. It's not working in that way. So I don't know. I don't know what the solutions are at the moment. Originally, what I had done is I had set myself a goal that when I originally took over that I was going to do the 10 years of Destiny 2 was to get to that accomplishment, right? And it was like, when we got to that last year with the big DLC, it was like, yay, I made it all that way. But then I really never updated what our next goal was going to be. And I was like, oh shit, well, I guess it would have been smart to figure out what the next thing should be too. And to be honest, a lot of things have changed for me too. I'm starting this new adventure with the kids' books and stuff like that, and I don't know. I don't know what the future is going to hold. I know. So the cool thing is, and it's something that you and I have talked about before, is that the group is a socially awkward friend group, right? An online one. So it can stand by itself in that way if we want to. Like, it might not be as active, but it can hold some water in that respect. So wait, why are my stuff out of order? Where are my other pages at? How do I have these pages if they're not here? That one's right. Don't have that one. I like Sunny, so I think that's fine. I was sent a friend request and started sending at random, and someone from my org was like, Sunny in his animal magnetism is getting random friend requests. Sounds about right. No, as much as we like joke about Mr. Alex becoming an admin and stuff, I would be, or even anybody, I would be happy to do any of that if people had a want or need to play in the little sandbox that we've created in DPS, if they wanted to. I am not opposed to those things. I think there just needs to be a want and a need, is all. Guess that's 25. Also, doesn't hurt that the game is in a wicked weird state right now. Okay, 26 we need now. Chat clip that. No, I like to mess around with that just because it's funny. I know. I think I've used up my limitation of 3 jokes on the no admin. I think I have to cool off on that one for a little bit now, because I don't want it to be. Past that, it becomes vindictive, and I'm honestly just joking with him about that. And I think I've talked to him about it too, being like, dude, no, seriously, if you really, really, really want to become admin, please let me know. We can definitely make that happen. And even he has said, nope, I don't want that. I just like messing around with it. So it's like, that's fine. And if people have ideas or want to try things, like even you, Bishak, if you want things or need resources for stuff, please let me know. I'm happy to. I hate to say it, but I can't do it all on my own at the same time. And I am fresh out of ideas. what to do next, so I always appreciate help. Bad at asking for it, but I appreciate it. Okay, so that's 27. Okay, we're almost... I keep always scrolling on my other pages like a dummy. Okay, embed. Screw it, we're all switching over to Star Citizen. Everybody, it's an official DPS mandate. Nobody plays Destiny anymore. We're all playing Star Citizen. We're joining Sunny's org. He is now the head manager. Get good, scrubs. There we go. Congratulations on your promotion, Sunny. Please carry us all. I'll let Vanguard know. Yes, please let them know that they so that they are expecting us. Not surprised by the amount of sheer gall and pressure that we are going to bring to this. Missed one. It's this one. Why is that wrong? Weird. Okay. Support is... Hello, Tahoe. Hello, Ghost Guy. There you go. There you go, Bishak. Speaking of the devil. Oh man, you just missed all of my ramblings about Dungeon Protocols. You missed all of them. They were very rambly. We're no longer playing Destiny at all. We are all switching to Star Citizen. We are joining Sunny's guild. He is the new head manager. Please report to him for any comments, questions, concerns about any of this stuff. You are to sell your Xboxes immediately, buy a high-end PC, make sure that you can get all of your org recommendations and stuff in. Everything's all set up, ready to go. We've got the whole graphics package ready to send out tomorrow morning, so everybody can be on the ball. We're going to switch all of our online Twitch streaming stuff to straight Star Citizen stuff. So just make sure and let all of your friends, everybody in your little group know, so that we can all be on the same page. I need you to... El Diablo! Oh, there you go. I've sparked a flurry of comments now. Oh no. Their way to get in is pretty cool and very official-like. I need you to repeat everything. That was Tahoe. We were just talking about how it's been hard to get engagement with Destiny. I don't know what Tahoe's... God damn it. I think we should just start mining Bitcoin on it. Okay, we're going for it. Bitcoin. I was going to say there is mining in Star Citizen. I yearn for the mines. That's funny. No, we're talking about in general. We have been tasked to save Destiny, Ghost Guy. It is our right and our goal to save all of Destiny. Nobody else is going to do it, so we have to do it ourselves. That is the task we have been given. To save this game. For everybody, not just our group. Everybody. I have to get up to snuff. Yeah, don't get too up to snuff on your light. Oh, you're up to 250? You're fine. Because as soon as Renegades comes, it's going to get reset anyways, so you're good. You can do most things from there. The only difference would be is the tiered system, the gear tier. That makes a difference, but the portal is not the end game. I think I got all of these updated now. I think we are up to snuff now. Okay, so still got a bunch of openings here. I'm at 420. I think we're doing the normal raid today, and I think it's 150 or 200. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You can go in there with old gear. It would have been fine. It's all good. I believe it equalizes out too for everybody. You'd think I'd work at a dealership today with how many titles I have on my desk. Yeah, as I say, you get pulled up to the highest light, so as long as somebody in the group is high enough, then it pulls you. I thought so. Okay, that's looking super colorful now. I like it. I like a Picasso. Okay, so this is the one. We need this one. We also need to go to the right place. There it is, promo. Need to go here. Okay, so that needs to go down here. Okay, so we're gonna need some characters. Select Did you guys hear the announcement about Game Pass going up too? That the price is going up? I think that was only for Ultimate though. I should cancel mine, I don't use it at all. I forgot about that. Yeah, I heard that on Bofa. No, Bofa D's nuts. I canceled mine months ago. I wasn't using it. Yeah, I just use the $10 one just so I have access to being able to play online. That's it. That's all I want. You out here, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
I probably won't see you until after the shelf.
Okay. Okay. Hee hee, did you hear a smacky kiss in the background? Is that what you heard? I heard kissing. I don't know my video. Ew! Yeah, clip that. Clip that. That's funny. Why are you so far away? I don't know why I did that. You know what? Let's object select back here. Let's do This page is going to be a little bit more complicated because we're going to have a bunch of layers. They heard us kiss on the stream. No! Why? Well, we're gonna be... No, don't fake kissy. Oh my god. She's just making noises now.
What'd you say?
I don't know what I was saying.
You have climbing.
Yeah, we do have climbing tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Do you have a litter robot? No, I do not. I am the litter robot. I actually am the house butler. I take care of all of the things. Who's doing a grade? What group? Wow. I have a situation in a voice attack program. Not sure. Inverness was interested in Incubus. Bye, babe. Drive safe out there. It's still a little wet, so. Did you have a full group? I'm going to try and host Fridays to drum up interest. Yeah, I think if it's gonna be a try, you might have to make it repetitive in some space. Bishak, just to see. Then people, I think that's part of the thing that I was trying with having a dedicated night for me to be on, was then people could rely on that. Like if they wanted to hop in on that, they actually knew exactly when that timeline was. It kind of worked for a long time. I don't know how much it's still working, but I have to cross that path at some point. Okay, so let's get this down here. Sometimes I miss doing the raids with clan. Same. I miss doing those fun things. I wish there was a little bit. I think I've actually had a lot of fun doing dungeons and stuff like that. That has been really, really fun. I think getting 6 people together has been difficult. 3 is a little bit more accomplishable, especially in the state that the game is in right now. I'm kind of excited for the next exotic mission and stuff that comes out. I think it's next week. Sometimes you should. A lot of us are interested. I think it's just about getting people available and encouraging them. Yeah, I think so too. You just like hearing me scream at Trevor. I do. It is one of my favorite things. I do like that. Which reminds me, we still have to go in and finish that. Hey, hello. Welcome to our little cozy spot here. Thanks for coming by. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so glad I can make it to your stream. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, that's exciting. This is exciting. More creators. I get to talk about all kinds of cool stuff, creative-wise. Oh man, I want to show you all the things. So many things. Okay. Oh my goodness. Where do we start first? I'm currently working on some pages here.
Sunny Sharks pet the assistant.
Aw, thank you for petting our assistant. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is Sora. Let's see. I have a bigger picture over here now. Oh no, it's off to the side. I have to go find her to see if she was outside. Oop, Sunny contributed to our special treat for our assistant this month. So now I definitely have to go find her. Hold on for a second. Please hold. I'll be back. Where are you gonna post up? Where are you gonna be? Don't look at me. You gonna go be on the couch? She can't decide where she wants to lay down quite yet. There she goes. She figured it out. Okay, we'll set up our mobile cam here now. There she is. Here's the puppers. This is Sora. Sora the husky. She's curled up in her little ball right now. Just being dog. Just being dog friend. Right? So she has a good poppers. She just came in from the outside, so. It's nice and crisp and cool here because it rained all day yesterday. So she's like digging the weather. She wants the snow though. So she's two things. She either likes it to be super hot, so she can go lay in the grass and sunbathe, or she likes it with all the snow and stuff here, because then she gets to jump around it and bury herself in it and stuff like that. Rain, she's just like, she's not too cool about that, but yeah, snow or 100-degree temperatures, she's like all over it. Oh yeah, she loves the snow. He's good puppers. Okay, so this is exciting. Let me go grab my other file here. So you guys get, I'll show you guys the secrets. Yeah. There she goes. She passed out already. Boop. Okay, so this is one of my master files. It's got all of my faces on it. So you can see over here all these different expressions and faces that I can swap in and out for my characters and stuff like that. But these are characters, and this is Sora. This is her little character down here. This is her as a puppy. This is her as an old lady. A little fun. So we can swap back and forth. Let's see, we'll swap. Do you see it? Do you kind of see it? A little bit? She's got those little points. You can see, I can't see my pointer on the screen, but right on her nose, she's got those long points right there in the little like diamond shape right above her forehead. Let me go back. See, we have some of that too here. Right there. That's her. Yeah, so this has been the fun part about setting up in Illustrator the way that I have it, is that I'm a pre-planner or builder on those things where I have these models all kind of built, kind of like a VTube model in that way, or even like my little character that's bouncing in the left-hand corner, little PNG tuber style. I basically figured out how to quote-unquote like animate them by doing that style. So having the base body and then swapping the faces in and out. So if I go over to like this file here, so this actually has the base body by itself, which is here. And then we can swap in and out the eyes if we want. So we can go to these ones, or if we don't like that mouth, we can switch it over to a different type of mouth. Just kind of really play with some of the stuff that we've got going on. Make it, oh, no. You make him slide like, oh, he's very suspicious of what's happening here, what's going on. So, but I work between a bunch of those. So this is like, this holds all of my stuff so that I can go back and reference it, especially if I want to make a new face or be like, okay, I have an emotion for a scene that I want. Do I have something that works? And if it's not on here, then I can make it or whatever. But I usually pull that over into one of these other two ones with my other characters, and then start really manipulating and building expressions and things with. And then this is the story layout so far for our next book. And we're currently working on, which one we're working on? We're working on this one over here, number 30. It's really small. Way down here, we're working on this one. We still have other pages that we need to work on, do illustrations for that just have the words, but we're not quite there yet. But yeah, this is what so we're working on this one. So I just pulled over, you can see I just pulled over the characters into these little scenes here that I want to put together. And I got to crop them and make them look fun and interesting and put new expressions on them. So what I was working on was these two over here because I want to get those kind of put together. I do have a lot going on. I'm trying to mess with a lot of different things and make something kind of cool. So I've done this. This is actually my third book, so I've done this twice already. So I have a pretty good like setup and process for putting together the books, the pages, the illustrations, all of the stuff, and then getting it to the printer publisher, which technically I am the publisher, but to the distributor and stuff like that, so that we can get them actually printed out and created that way. But trying my best, trying to do it all myself and save as much money as I possibly can, if I can, because I'm broke and I have no monies, so I gotta figure out how to do this all by hand as best I can. But yeah, But that's what we're kind of working on today. I've got a couple other things at some point. Where's my other stuff here? I'll switch back and forth between Canva sometimes because I update which pages that I'm working on too on stream. So different stuff like that. And when people redeem their, live cam stuff like that with Sora, so we switch back over. Sometimes we just check on her every once in a while. And then if we actually do, when's our next ad break? So in about 8 minutes or so, we've got our first ad break of the hour. And I just take a 3-minute break during that time, go grab something to drink or go to the bathroom, whatever like that. And then whatever I'm working on, I pause at that time and just hang out. Oh, she's getting even more comfy. She loves pillows. I'm very distracted. She loves the pillows. The white ones, that white pillow right there, those are her favorite. Probably to go kiss his wife. No, she went off to work. She's off on her own. Just hanging out, just being puppers, just doing her thing. But yeah, we've got that kind of stuff. We also have, I know I was talking about this a second ago, Sunny put in his points too, but with our channel points, our buttons points, we do have our challenge. And if everybody pulls their points and puts them into the challenge, then at some point, once we get that done, I actually give Sora a special treat, and we do that live on camera so that everybody can see it. So I think we have salmon treats. I think we have salmon treats to give her this time. I think we had those last time. I think we still have some. Those are some of her favorite. It's also Patch's favorite too, but he's not the assistant this month, so he doesn't get anything. He has to wait for his turn. You're pulling my heartstrings now. Oh wait, should I be happy about that? Is that a good thing, bad thing? I'm trying to have some fun, trying to do stuff and find creative ways to do a bunch of different things, so try my best. That's a good thing. Yay! Excellent. Perfect. I think I closed the thing I needed. Okay, so I need this shadow. Because my characters need shadows. But I don't need it to be that big. No, we're trying to... I think this is why, when I saw your channel on there, I was just like, oh, that's cool. She's doing really fun stuff, very, really fun artwork, very cute in that way. But your demeanor and the way you do your streams and stuff, very calm, very cool, very collected, and trying to do similar things to that, trying to have fun in that way and bring a little peace and calm into some, creative works and stuff like that. So trying to bring in those good vibes that way. I have another streamer friend that's doing something very similar too, so we're trying to get there. Let's see this. That one's a multiply. Why is this one not a multiply? It is a multiply. Why is it different? Ah, different colors. Why are we different colors? They should be the same. Only one. That's weird. That's a multiply at 100%. That's a multiply at 100%. What do we got going on here? Why are these two different? not grouped. That's not grouped. Oh, wait. No, the CMYK is still the same. This is the weird thing about Illustrator sometimes, where you can have two of these that have the exact same hex code. They're one number off, and for some reason it won't hold that one. I don't know why. They're both CMYK, but they're both being Weirdo Burrito. They're not the same. Okay, that fixed it. I don't know what it did, why I did that, but weird. I'm definitely feeling those vibes. Well, good, thank you. I'm glad. Only you can help feed the assistant a treat by donating your buttons to the goal. Cue in that Hyben Angel. Okay, ready? In the eyes of... Oh, nope, she's gone. You never know. You never know with a husky where they're going to be. She was like, I don't want to be on camera, so she moved to the other couch. Well, too bad for her, because I can move the camera. She can't hide from us. No, she gives off Snoopy vibes, doesn't she? She's got that face that looks very Snoopy-esque. I know. I realized that like a year ago, and she's 8 years old. It took me 7 years to be like, oh shit, she kind of looks like Snoopy. That's why I love her so much. Like, God damn it. Didn't even realize it. She's like a little cushion now. She is. And she's fluffy like one too. That's the funny part. Alright, I'll make sure. This is my obligatory thing for everybody. Make sure to save your work. Especially if you're working on a computer, doing graphics or any artwork or anything like that, save your work. If you don't have autosave on, make sure and do it. Is she sassy? I know some huskies can be sassy. No, what you see in the live cam, that's her just being her. She's just chill. Super, super chill. Probably the chillest husky you would ever meet. Now, if you're a new person coming into the house, she'll definitely be excited, but she's super chill. Once she gets to know you and calms down. Not a big talker, not a big howler, none of that stuff, so just chill. Well, that leads us perfectly into our first ad break here. So I'm going to pause the artwork for the moment. I'm going to wait on that. And then actually we'll just leave it on our assistant cam here, and you guys can check out our assistant. And we're going to start an ad break here in about 25 seconds. And then we'll run about 3 minutes of ads, and then once we're done, we'll come back, and then we'll keep going. We'll keep talking and having fun. So if you need to go get a snack, go to the bathroom, go get some water or anything like that, now is the perfect time to go do that. In the meantime, we'll just sit here and watch Sora take a nap. Go from there. We'll see you after the ad break. I love when the ads don't start right away. Those are always fun. They're a little delayed. Thank you, Twitch. Your timing is off. Okay. Now for all those exclusives that have subscribed to the channel. You get the details on all the gritties. Susandere Sharks. All right. Ads are running. 2 minutes. Poppers. Bean poppers. Hey! You gifted a sub to Dungeon Protocols? Thank you, Sunny. Ooh, you should gift a sub to Tsundere Sharks. I think I said that right. Can I give subs? Can the streamer give subs? Is that a thing? Can I do that too? Can I give other people subs? To my own channel? Oh, I can. Huh. Ooh, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, you can. You can. It's an option. You just click on their name and then it has a button that says gift sub. And then I can gift that directly to her if I wanted to. All right, we'll give it a second to make sure that those ads are completed. But we are back. We are back. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you are back from your ads break. I also know that it's on a delay, so it's going to take a second. Hey, okay, so I gotta see if I say this right. Is it Tsundere Sharks? Is that how you say it? I gotta see. I have to remember. Tsundere. Am I correct? Do I just pronounce the S? Tsundere. I don't know. Trying to do it with the Japanese inflection, but I don't always get it right. I need to go back and do some more studying on that. I can get that right someday. Yes, you can call me Sharks if it's easier. So it's one of those things, I'm fascinated by language and accents and stuff like that. And I love to ask people their names and how they pronounce them and stuff, even their real life names, especially if I don't know them, whatever like that. I'm fascinated by trying to understand the speech part of it and how it sounds. I love the sounds. when I was working construction and stuff for many, many years, like being around a lot of Spanish and stuff like that, I picked up a lot of the how to, like, they always say like roll your R's and stuff like that, but it's a whole different, like, understanding how to say something, like even in Japanese, like understanding that the syllables are either 2, 2 and 2 or 3, 3 and 3, like, and how to break them up and stuff like that. That's always like fascinating to me. I love those things. Like General Tao, you got it pretty well in Sundere. Like, don't say the T. Yeah. It's weird. Like sometimes it is pronounced and sometimes it's not. It's like silent letters in English. It's weird. I can speak Spanish. Sí. Very Taco Bell Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú? You know. No, I've always been fascinated by sounds and things like that, which have been really cool. How much later did you stay up streaming? Were you up late last night? You got on pretty late as it was, because we're in the same time zone. I'm also old too, so I'm 40 plus, so like bedtime was 9 o'clock for me, so that's pretty good. Buenos días. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Mucho gusto. Yeah, like Telemundo. Oh, back in the day, god dang, they would. Oh, such good stuff. I love how they would say things. I have a joke that I always tell people when they're like, oh, what, do you watch any fun like TV shows or what do you do? I'm like, oh, I watch these telenovelas and oh man, it's so good. Yeah. And they're like, what? They look at me weird and I was like, it's just a joke. I'm just messing with you. I just know what a telenovela is. So I ended stream around 10:30ish. Yeah. Okay, so not that long. Okay, so I left you about 10:15 or so. So you lasted just a little bit longer than you were done. Dang, I should have stayed the whole time. I like cultures. I love different places and different, as much as I can. I love to find out more. Okay, let's do. I have to remember I can't get distracted by everything all the time. That was the funny thing last night too, even on your stream, is I felt like we were distracting you with all of our weird nonsense talk about everything else. I was like, I feel like we're distracting her way too much from what she's actually trying to be doing. It was funny. Let's grab. Do I not have? I do. I want this one. Okay, so I'll put it here, get a new layer. So one of the things I made sure to do is I wanted all of the stuff to line up correctly. So I made the common point, which we need to change the color here. I hate when it does that. Common point is the nose. The nose lines up, then everything else lines up. Okay, so now that we did that, we can actually, let's pull it apart. Copy. Turn that one off. Actually, nope, I did that wrong. Wrong layer. Paste. This part too. Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay, what did I do here? I did things wrong. Did things way wrong. Copy. Yeah, because we don't need the eyes in this scenario. We just need the mouth. That's what I want. There we go. No, it's okay. The talks were fun. Oh, good. Is this a cute little button? Hydrate when you can. Oh yeah, I've got myself a cold pressed smoothie juice, pressed juicery, strawberry, orange, mango. Snacking on that in between. Thank you for the hydrate. Let's see, I need the eyes, the mouth, and okay, those all. Okay, so I don't need the body though. I just need these 3 things. Copy. Bring that over here. We're gonna swap out. We're gonna swap out this face for that face. Okay, so now we can go in here, get rid of that. Actually, you know what? I did that wrong. This needs to be done on a new layer so I can match. Get them sized correctly. I do have to flop it because he flopped sideways and it is specific. There we go. Perfect. I can go in here. I can get rid of not that. Get rid of that. There we go. Now it's all lined up. I sent you a video that's all about Tsundere, so plenty of samples to listen to. Look, ooh, nice. Are these going to be appropriate videos, Sunny? Did you send me inappropriate videos? Is that what we're doing right now? That's like 4 minutes long. I'm not gonna be able to watch that whole video. No way. Okay, so kind of have that figured out. So what we need to do, we're gonna add more layers, need to do, when I do an action thing here, we're gonna make a little movement piece here. Like I said, when we were talking the other day, I am a fully point and click. I don't use the brush at all for any of this stuff, so I do all of this by just straight point and click. Let's see, let's go closer here. Now I worked construction for a number of years, and then for like the past, I've been doing art forever, but I started doing more like graphic design stuff over the past maybe like 10 years or so, 10, 15 years. And then this just kind of evolved out of that. There we go. Little active motion there. Mrs. Tao will probably like it. It's catchy. Okay, I'll definitely show it to her too. Okay, cool. So then, got one other thing here. This. So one of the things that I wanted to do when I started book projects like this, I wanted to create a whole series. So I wanted to make sure that what I was creating was consistent across all of the books. So that's why a lot of these systems, like all this setup, making sure like the speech bubbles are all the same, or some of these marks and stuff that I use are all the same. And being able to pull them over into my pages so that I can use them over and over and over again, so that the consistency is there for what you would expect from like the actions and things that are happening. There we go. Perfect. I don't have anything for that, but I can go to one of my other pages. Where is it at? I think it's here. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. I want those. I want those three. That's the other thing. I can go and pull anything I want from any of my other pages too. This is a early page in the book here where our main character Buttons is kind of perusing through this maze of boxes. I want to use this. Let's do one more. No, the interesting thing about your artwork and stuff like that, Sandre Sharks, even like looking through your Instagram account and stuff like that, you have some really fantastic characters. Even your character model that you have on your stream, like I could see that being a kid's book. Like your style is very, very cozy and comfortable, and like there feels like there's stories to be able to tell in your illustrations. So like if you ever get the inkling to try that, I think you would do pretty well. Even if they were like small form comics, you'd probably fit right in there. It very, very much fills that vibe in that way. There we go. A little cute. Little exclamation, little, huzzah, I made it. Little puns. Okay, so since we did this, I think that looks pretty good. But we have lots of room in this frame, in this panel, so let's make our characters and everything else. Let's just fit that in there. Look at that, beautiful. Fits perfectly. Like it was meant to be, right? So okay, let's see. I guess we should have some context for this page. So we meet our new character here in the second half of our book. But they're slowly starting to get to know each other here over these last like 4 pages. So this is just a representation, number 30 here, of what we're doing. But he's Buttons is showing our new character Patch around the house and showing him all of like the essentials. So we're kind of giving a brief little 3-panel catch up of like, here's where the food and the water is, and here's where the bathroom is, and here's where our cool little climbing gym is. So we're making sure that we're setting things up so that we are passing on our information here from top to bottom, left to right, across these 3 panels down through, kind of giving that little story vibe in that each little panel here. Okay, we don't need that. Need to save that. Do need to save this. I try to religiously. I don't do the autosave stuff. I don't even know if Illustrator has autosave, because I do all my stuff locally on the. I'm using too loud a little bit. I don't use that. I don't save anything to the cloud, so I have autosaves turned on for that. So I have to manually save everything. Let's do the same thing. Let's select all. These guys do not need to be that big. Actually, if we make them smaller, then I don't have to crop them either. We might be able to get that to work. So that's good. I want to be uploaded to the cloud when I'm older. I'm right there with you, Bishak. I'm right there with you. I grew up in the era when Ghost in the Shell came out, and for some reason that fascinated the snot out of me, and I was just like, oh, so they can just like take my brain and put it into an enclosure and basically, have it continue to make sure everything's going good, and I can just live in different host bodies and keep doing that. Like, I would do that. I'd pull that trigger for sure. Never heard of that card. Oh, you hurt me with your words, sir. You hurt me with your words. Sorry, that was a rage bait. I've heard of it. Oh. It hurts so good. One of my favorite dystopian futures. I would prefer that future over our current dystopian future. I'm looking for... Where is... Okay, I do have it. I want this one. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Put this here. Definitely need to rescale it. Okay, it's backwards. Reflect. Cool. Okay, close enough. Don't need that, don't need that. It is a good one. I also like the anime of it too that they did. The standalone complex. That was a good series too. I'm not the movie that they put out on Netflix, or the show they put out on Netflix, like, I didn't like that that was set in California. That was kind of felt weird, because that was more like dystopian desert style than like futuristic dystopian. It was weird. Okay, so the pièce de résistance here is we can actually change the irises inside of the objects. A little trick I figured out that you can put objects inside of other objects on your illustrations in Illustrator. So like if I want them to look up, I can put the iris way up high. It's inside of that frame. Like that. And we can move his eyes around and he can look at different directions, which is really fun. 3-body problem dealt with that and I thought it was interesting. What is the 3-body problem? Gonna be lurking in the background. I'm hitting the gym. I'll come back in to the amazing outcome soon. Yay! Okay. We'll be here. Oh, big stretch. Yay! I get to do a big stretch.
Sunny underscore
Oh,
says
my
big
goodness.
stretch.
Oh my god. Oh, that did crack everything. I guess I needed that. Thank you, Sunny. Holy crap. Don't get everybody don't get old. I'm just gonna, as a recommendation, don't get old. Just wherever you're at in your journey of life, just stop right there. Don't get older. It gets harder and harder to get up in the mornings. I'm just saying. Uh, 2 out of 10 would not recommend. You know, I debated whether or not to put Patch inside of the box. I debated it. So one of the things I had at the beginning of the first book. Let's go back. Let's go back in the Wayback Machine. When Buttons was first exploring the house, he was in the box, and I thought that was kind of funny. But I'm like, do I want to repeat that? So we're on book 3. Now we have another character, and we're showing like, do I want to repeat that same thing? Does it matter? I don't know. It's a book and a Netflix series. I recommend the book. I'd go in blind, honestly. Okay. I'll have to, let me write that down. The 3-body problem. Can you give me a brief synopsis of what you think it's about? And do they have a manga of it? Can I read it in manga form? Is that a thing? I only deal in pictures here. I don't understand words. Writing is hard. Reading is hard. Let's see. Don't need that one. I gotta figure out what I want to do with him, though. I hate being old. There's a Korean version and a Chinese version. I might watch the Korean one. That one would be fun. You know, the funny part is like, I've known about like K-dramas and stuff for the longest time. And I think I started, I don't even remember what I started at one point. But it was one of those ones where I like watch part of an episode of a K-drama and I was like, if I don't stop now, I'm going to watch all of them forever. Like I'm never going to stop. I'll never do anything. Like I was like, I'm going to get sucked in, and that's gonna be bad. Like, I gotta get out before I get started, kind of thing. Like, I already have a crippling addiction to anime. I can't do another one. I just can't do it. I don't know if I want to do. What's our vibe here? I will watch anything with subtitles. And that's where most of my reading comes from nowadays. I feel bad because, like, even on Sunday, I'm going in for our monthly literary community meeting here where I'm located at, and like everybody's just all like, "Oh, what are you reading? What do you know?" I'm like, I don't really read that much. I read if it has subtitles, I'll read, but like I need the backing of the imagery to get me to read things. I'm not very good at the reading. I feel like an imposter sometimes. And people always is like, no, but you are an author because you have published books. And I was like, yeah, but I'm a bad author because I don't read books. But if I go to like the bookstore, I will sit and read kids' books or check out kids' books the whole time. Like, I'm good for that. They're fun. I did my depressing years. I'm good. I don't need to go too depressing anymore. It's hard to summarize. Basically, what if when we reach out to the stars, we end up deeply regretting it? It's got science, politics, philosophy. Oh, that sounds cool. I do like those things. Those are all in my wheelhouse of things I enjoy. I don't want to make little stinky lines come out of it. I'm trying to desperately not put the little stinky lines. Like, I want to make the joke here about this being the bathroom, but I don't want to do the typical joke that everybody makes where there's like, it's stinky. It's like, there we go. I'm a little bit more satisfied with that. And our gutter is here on the right hand side. We've got about that 1/4 inch there. I want to get closer to 1/2 inch. I prefer. No, it's okay. As long as it doesn't cut off the words, I should be okay. Should be fine. Okay. That's not too bad. I think that's the idea. I was trying to make these objects really, really big, but I have to remember the page is actually this size. So I can actually make them fit inside the frame a little bit easier. Down. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. This is working out way better than I thought it was. I got nervous for a little bit that it wasn't going to work out. And I was like, oh, man, this was a terrible idea. I'm probably going to have to do a bunch of cropping and cutting of stuff. And I was getting worried for a hot minute there. But no, I think this turned out pretty good. I'm actually getting excited about it. I love when that happens. That's a good thing. You know what, let's... I like that. Now, philosophy stuff, science, politics, I do like all those things. Those are normally fun. I like thinkers. I like thinking about stuff like that. I definitely, during high school and college, I was very into philosophy and stuff like that, for sure. Trying to become as worldly as I could be. Hopefully it has served me. Try not to be a dick to everybody. You know. So, I think we want to change this face, though. Okay, we have the same expression on all of these. Oh, that's right. I was going to change that one. I was in the process of changing that one, and I got distracted. Okay, I gotta remember, finish one thing, move on to the next. Sometimes I get excited and I'm like, I move on to two things too fast. Question is, what kind of expression do I need when he's talking to his young protege here now about this is the bathroom? Because we've already got Patch's faces changed. And he's just like, oh, okay, this is the bathroom. I got you. Is it more... It's not that. Just kind of basic? No. Oh, maybe it's this. Okay. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh yeah, I gotta scale it. It's on this one. Yeah. Very similar, but slightly different. There we go. That's in the right spot now. There we go. No, that was wrong. Oh, because they're not connected. No, that's wrong. Here we go. You know what? Nope, that's wrong. We need to be at the lower end of our... We're slightly looking down. I have to remember that our secondary character is shorter than our... So a lot of our attention and stuff like that is going to need to be directed slightly downwards for this to work. I could put some of the sand and stuff out here. How did I do? I did a sandbox. I did a sandbox in book 1. What did it look like? Oh, that's right. I just did a little. This was a 3/4 view. 1. Well, you know what we could do? Kind of did this with the packing peanuts at the beginning. I could put little piles of the sand around on the outside here. That might work. Or I can just sprinkle some of these around different places. Maybe something like that. Maybe get a little sparkles in there. I have to decide whether or not I want to do... So most of my backgrounds have the dots or the squares on them. I wonder if I should do those inside of the backgrounds too? Because I can make them run through like that, but I don't want them to be the same. I may have to cross that path later, I'm not sure. Okay, so we got expressions here, we're good. Different expressions here. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm happy with that at the moment. Make those bigger for now. That should be good. Let's work on the food one. We got buttons kind of presenting this. Look at this smorgasbord. I do have an eating phase. Do I want him to be showing Patch how to eat? No, we don't want him to show him how to eat. Not sure. I'll make sure and save this for the moment. Where is our messy? There. Don't save. Okay, let's go. Let's go up here. Okay, I'm finally back. What did I miss? Yes. You missed the hostile takeover. Bishak is now in charge of all things foreign and domestic. Everybody has been ousted. There's no more rules of law, no longer apply. Huzzah. I don't think you missed anything, really. Just doing the stuff. Just continuing to work on illustrations here. Yeah, she's playing in and out game. This is Tahoe's back. You popped your back. Oh yeah, that's right, I did do that. So I started kicking people from Discord? Yes. You may kick at your will. Why is Alpha's closed today? Ah, that's why? That's why? Oh.
I'll just wait till I show you. I had to go do something for what's in it.
Fair. There we go. I think I want to do what I first did. What was the face I used for him then? I think we should probably use something similar. If I have it available, I do. feel like it's too small. Better. Here we go. Very similar. Very similar to the stuff that happened in book 1. So we need a couple pieces of this kibble here. Let's grab those 3. You know what the other thing I can do is, instead of doing this idea, in the back, oops, too far back. I don't think I like this anymore. I don't like. I did the suspicious face in the first book. I think I want to do the second part of that, which was him actually eating the food and it making him be like, oh yeah, I tried it, I'm good. Let's see, where do I have? Bum, 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 bum. Is that a complete custom? Ooh, I think it, oh no, there we go. See, I'm so smart. I preempted a lot of the stuff, took care of it myself. Got it ready before I even got to this point. If I can get this to match and work. Let's see. How close are we? Okay, pretty close to our next break here. Gotta sneak up on this. Oops, still too big. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, cool. Much better, much better, much better. Okay, so what I need to do then, we need that face to be underneath everything else. Now that we've got it in the right spot, let's see, we should be able to paste that there. So Technically, I should be able to. No.
Sunir Sharks says big stretch.
Hey, thank you for the big stretch. I will do my best and not crack any. Try not to crack anything this time. Ooh! Let's hope. Oh, yep, nope, knee cracked. There it is. I did it anyways. Oh my goodness. I was giving advice earlier for anybody who's younger, which is probably all of y'all. Just don't get older. Just stay right where you're at. Don't continue to get older. It doesn't.
No, continue to get older with alternatives.
Yeah, it's not as fun once you get older and older. So definitely stay where you're at if you can. Stay there as long as you can. Okay, where are we at? We got about 2 minutes before our next break. Wow, it's already been it's been an hour again already. Wow, so fast. Okay, let's see. Before we've got 2 minutes. Give me 1 second.
Sunir Sharks pet the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have returned. Oh, perfect timing. Look at that. 1 minute till I went out to double check to see if our assistant is outside now. So, oh, of course she's gonna move. She's such a goober. I'll go fix that. Hold on. There we go. Now we're all ready for our break coming up here shortly, and I'll get to see the puppers outside doing the same thing that she was doing inside, which is all good. Hey, there we go. We're in the break. I gotta do that. She's flipping around out there. You're being a good pupper. She's doing her best. She's living her best life. Happy now. Happy now.
Tahoe Anime pet the assistant.
Just canceled my Game Pass. Nice. Did you have Ultimate? I'm assuming you had Ultimate. They were about to raise it from 1990. Yeah. That's the one. You had Ultimate. Yeah, the $10 jump. That's crazy. I get that they're doing a bunch of exclusives for it and stuff like that, which is good, but like it's not enough. Like if I was playing games nonstop, or if that was like I was doing that on stream like all day, that was my job kind of thing. Yeah, Ultimate would work in that way because you could just bounce around to different things. Like the same song twice. Aw, Sora. She's just hanging out. Move the camera outside for her so we can watch her out there just chilling in the grass now. I'm actually surprised she's not over in the sun. She likes to bake a little bit. You got cat in you, huh? Alright. So ads should be done. We should be good there. Are you done with that? Thank you. Mrs. Tahoe has returned as well. That's the other thing about the stream and stuff like that. When this is just an open, like, I don't have an office. I don't have a studio where I do all this stuff. I'm like out in the living room. This is where my desk is. So whatever happens in the background of life here, it just happens. It happens on stream, which is fine. It's chill that way. Okay, so we've got this expression I want to change. I think that's the last one. I think it was going to be this one. I want... yeah, let's pick the bigger one. Not that one, not that one. Just those. Select all. Copy. Let's go back over here. We need a new layer. This isn't nearly as bad as some of my other files that have super amounts of layers in them. Way too many. I think. No, that one's pretty good now. One of them has. This one has 36 layers. At one point, I think I had 80 or 90 layers on one of my projects. Some of the other designer friends that came in here were like, "Yeah, you've got too many layers." It's like, but it still works. I just like saving all the things. Okay, so it needs to be a little bit bigger. It's pretty close. Needs to be a hair bit bigger. See, the problem is that these are so small now that the tabs move it too far. Okay, close enough. You won't be able to tell from my house, which is fine. There we go. Cool. Now we have some eyes we can mess with. Oops, went too far. These are sitting on the outside. There we go. Got to make sure to move those eye shines down so that they reflect where our source of light is coming from, which is looking down. There, I think this works out pretty good. I think I might want to move something that feels unbalanced here. No. Still doesn't feel right. Yeah, there we go. So it kind of made, because these characters are kind of these little, like, blobby characters, I have a lot more room to be able to move their arms and legs around a little bit and do different fun things with them. It's nice, but it's also hard because depending on what the action is that I want to portray or do, I have to be creative because the characters tend to stay in this like two-dimensional flat state most of the time. They don't like, I've not designed a backside to them or sides of each of the characters, so they don't have they can't be spun 360. So like some of that I've kind of set up in a weird way, but I can generally get most of the expressions and stuff that I want out of just being old school flat like this. Also experimenting, now that we've made it to book 3, I can do more stuff like this page up here where when we have like an exciting or scared moment like this, I can morph the body into like this cool just a shape that way. That's an option as well. And then pass him out and breaking out of our little boxes here. Different ideas, different things. I think this is doing pretty good. I might not put the dots in the back. Not sure yet. Okay, so that's that one. I kind of, when I set this up originally, I kind of used these dots kind of like a halftone pattern idea. But they became more of like just the background blanks in that way. I don't know. So now I use them for different scenarios. Let's see. Gotta get this perfect. There we go. Close enough. Yep. There we go. Yep. The bane of being an artist and being like, nope, it has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, it's shit. What do I want to do? Do I want to flip this? No, it works. It works. We're okay.
I was looking.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it definitely needs it. Okay. All right, fine. Fine. Copy, paste. This one down here. We're going to definitely need to figure out how to make those little dust granules look like something now. They're going to get washed by what we just did here with our dots in the background. And who knows, some of this might come off later. It's always back and forth. Depending on what's going on, like, sometimes I add too much stuff and I go back and be like, you know what? I gotta take some of that off. I went a little overboard. I went too full. Way too full. Okay, that's on soft light, so we need to change that back to normal. Definitely needs to be a darker version of this. Maybe it just needs to be brighter. Yeah, that works. Okay. Little sand sparkles on the ground there. Sweet. I think that works pretty good. Mrs. Tahoe, what do you think of this? You have time to come up and look? We gotta get another opinion here, a professional opinion. What do you think? What we got set up here?
Very cute.
Yeah, works pretty good. Motions and faces work pretty good.
Yeah. Very cute.
Very much like harkens back to book 1.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the food in the water.
I mean, really, if he was in there taking a shit, then it would really harken back.
You know, I was debating that, but I was like, I don't know if I want him in there taking a shit like in the first book. Like,
yeah.
It was funny the first time, just to roll past it, but I'm like,
No, I think it's good.
I could do like the stinky lines coming out of it, but I don't like that either. Like, it's not. Yeah, we know it's stinky, but like sometimes like books and stuff like that, they use the stinky lines too much.
Yeah.
So
That's cute.
okay.
I
Cool.
like that he's eating the food.
You like that he's eating the food? I had it that he was like cautious of the food at first. I was like, no, Buttons is there to help him. So like, yeah.
Patch like the food.
Patch did become fat at one point in his lifetime. He did do that. Okay, so now that we've got that, now we need to do some balancing here. Select all, because we have way too much at the bottom. Things over. Okay, so I have to remember the page runs from right to left, so the center of the book, center of the pages is on the right hand side, so I need to push everything farther to the left so that they don't get eaten up by the inside page. Okay, there we go. I think that's about close enough. Yeah, that reaches our ½ mark. So one of the main differences when doing an illustration, like just in general, like most people try to put the object, the character, whatever it is, in the center of your illustration. And there are tools for that to make it go to the center. When you're dealing with pages though, like this, you have to be conscious of how the layout works. So pages 30, like we're working on, in 31, they're combined in the middle, right here on this right, in this center spot, right? That's where they're bound together, glued together. And most books don't bend. How do I say this? Since they fold out from the middle, there's a little bit of a gutter, of a gully there that if your illustrations and stuff are too far to the right, they end up getting eaten by that center fold. So you want to make sure that your stuff is a little further to the left on this page and a little further to the right on the right side pages, just to make sure that they don't get eaten up in here. So just a little tips and tricks there for publishing and illustrating your own pages. Okay, so we've got this, we've got it saved. Let's go ahead, let's export that out. Go here. Yes, we want to replace the original one. Go back to our layout. Oh, we got some jamming music now. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Awesome. Much better, much better. Yeah, that feels good. I was gonna do like four panels on that, and it felt like it was too much, so I think the 3 definitely flows better. Not to mention it gives us more horizontal room to actually do a small illustration in, which I think worked out way better. So it worked out perfectly. Yay. Okay, so let's move that to partially done and keep things organized. Let's open up 31 for the moment. So, came up with an idea. This is the last page of our book. On one of the items from book 1, let me see if I can find it. Let's see, let's open up this one first. One of the pages was Button sleeping in this basket, right? And it kind of starts our whole series because he's sleeping in there, and it knocks off the little button and it falls off and rolls away. But then later we find him napping in there, so I think I want to go back. I think I want to go back to this one. I'll have to do some changes with it, but let's see, can I move these at the moment? Just go ahead and group those together just in case. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna probably gonna disassemble this whole thing. Layer, because I want to put different clothes inside the basket. Let's see. Get rid of that. A lot of stuff in here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna rebuild this basket so that we can have some different stuff in it. Okay.
will let you know.
Yeah, there we go. Get a nice empty basket so we can put some new stuff in it. Or at the very least rearrange the old stuff. So it feels fresh and new. So fresh and so clean.
Yeah, I showed it earlier. Different.
Let's see. Let's try our recolor artwork thing.
Okay. But I told them these drugs shit.
Definitely have a bunch more details to come back and put into these pages and do different things with. I think I kind of like... let's see, do I like those colors? That's weird, it's not doing it. Try this again. Recolor artwork. Recolor. Oh, it definitely reset it. Hold on. I did something wrong. Okay, leave it like that and we'll do the color change this way. This way we can definitely make sure it's here. Okay, recolor artwork, recolor. Now let's move this. I don't like that you can't take this recolor artwork and put it somewhere else. Like it has to be on the screen in that weird spot. Come on, Illustrator. Come on, Adobe. Let me make it into a module and put it over in my tools, please. That's not too bad. Let's see, we've got some pinks, blues, yellows, reds, browns in there. Greens. Purple down at the bottom. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Okay, let's go grab. Okay, that's all locked, so that's good. We need sleeping. I should have sleeping faces. I've got the, oh yeah, I got two different kinds. This one where they got the open mouth. Might have to change them a little bit here just to give them a unique taste and flavor. We'll have to see. That's 30. We don't need 30 anymore. Should be saved. I'm gonna put them both in the basket. Okay, let's just grab. Select all. Copy. Let's just put them on the page for now. You might not get it done, but we'll have it started. Select all. Copy. Paste. Group them together. Group that together. Okay, cool. All right. Well, at least we got the characters on the page here. Now we have to figure out how to make them like napping together. Maybe we should put their faces on first, and then go from there. Which means we need to go here. Ooh, I might have to look at some faces real quick. Patch is making a napping face for me. Yeah, he's very eepy. He's being eepy with you. I might not. I tend to take photos or grab stuff off of online or from manga, and save them into a file on my phone. I don't know if I have any. I don't think I've saved any faces that were sleeping. Now that I think about it. I do want to put them together in the middle, like they're cuddling up with each other. Okay, we're gonna have to try some stuff, figure it out. Let's see. Don't want all of those on. Oh, I think I have. You know what? Now that I think about it, should be down here somewhere. Maybe not. I do have them asleep in the first book, but that's not what I'm looking for. I don't necessarily want to use, I mean, I can use those, but I want to do this mouth. Let's put this over here. Okay, so we need new layer, paste. I'll try to get this fit real quick. Okay. Get rid of this mouth. So this is the eyes that I want, kind of. I think I have a different style. Ooh, maybe something like that? Gotta do a little mixing and matching here to figure it out. Thought I did. Like this was the opposite direction, so but we want him to be happy napping. Thought I had. Thought I had a little rounded eyes like this, but they weren't as pronounced. I wonder where I put those. Oh, that's the other one. Oh, that's the one I don't have. The one that's on here. Yeah, that's a happy sleeping face. Well, this is like, he was supposed to be waking up from his little nap. That's why he's getting the little smirk. It's like, that's okay, but I think it could be better. I run into this thing where if the facial expression gets too big, it definitely looks odd. It has to be just the right size. The little mouths. That was weird. I don't even know where that came from. I think we could do better on those eyes too. My director and manager is telling me to do some things. What looks cute? The one from the other picture. What other picture? From page 5 of this one? I can grab the whole thing. It's not tailored for the older expression yet. Copy. Don't save. Let's put it. Oops. Catalog it here. Oh, we're gonna have to scale it so that's right. Probably gonna have to put it with the other ones that are like it. These ones down here. That might work. I just have to get it set up for the older expressions. Cheap viewers, wow. Ban, goodbye. Sorry, my friend. No bots. So like this is considered the expressions that go on the younger models of the characters. And then over here, this is the expression for the older characters. Their Buns' eyes and stuff are different size and shape, and the nose is a little different proportioned. So they're all a little bit different from each other. So like I can't pull this is young expression, put it onto his older frame because they're not tailored the same. They're a little bit different. Not much, but a little bit. Good. Okay, there we go. Now we got it figured out. So that one should match that one. Now theoretically we should be able to take that one. We'll just use that. It's fine. Paste that there. Make sure our nose stuff matches. Okay, good. Why does that have a thing around it? Weird. Okay, so where is get rid of that one. Where did I put that one? Okay. We'll leave that one on there for now. We're gonna pull this one off. It's not bad. I think I like the smaller version of that though. Yeah, I do. Okay. I don't like the big one. Yes, we do. I want to get rid of that. Boop. Sometimes it really depends. It depends on what the vibe is, if the lips and stuff like that need to be bigger or if they need to be smaller. Just depends. Select all. Copy. Let's go back over here. Paste. Put that back there. We have it for later because that's now correct. Spacing for that. Let's go here. We'll paste it here. We'll try it out. This is Mrs. Tahoe's suggestion. That's who the art director is. It's like, ooh, use that face. Sometimes she's right. Not all the time, but sometimes she is. A little bit more. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's not bad. Might have to change it a little bit. We'll see. Let's... Don't I have Patch on the same page here? I do. That's where it's not showing up in the preview. So I want to put him... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I do want that. Yeah. Oops. Probably have to move the arms around later, but we'll just get them kind of juxtaposition right now. Okay, so now we got to figure out in the last little bit of time we have here, which one of these am I going to pull? Patch. I think I want to do this one. Okay, so I have to remember I have to flip this, reflect it. And then I gotta go grab the nose, because he has a pink nose. He's a pink nose boy. Copy. Should be good. There we go. We'll try it out and we'll see how it goes. If it don't work, we can always do something different. Okay, so let's put this one down. Let's see. We normally, yeah, it's not facing that way, so we should be okay. So you're gonna be a butt, aren't you? Like, I know I can change how much when I press the arrow keys, how much it moves over. But it'll mess up, like, when I'm working on bigger, like, since I'm zoomed in here, it's gonna mess up the frames when I'm working on bigger canvases. I wish there was like a mouse button or something like that I can press that would allow me to change some of that. Okay, get rid of that. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay, so let's take you two. Let's arrange, bring to front. Aw, yep, it works. Damn it. She was right. Probably move their tails too, because I don't want their tails sticking up, because like you don't sleep with your tail sticking up. Probably does he have a little white spot on his tail? Did I have a white spot on him? This is based off of my actual cat, so I just wanted to double check. He does not have a spot on his tail. I must have designed one at one point and then changed my mind. We're gonna hide it for now. No tails. Yeah, that'll work. Just get rid of them. We don't need them. Aw, that's pretty cute. I like it. I like a Picasso. question is, we gotta get words in. Select all. Let's move this down a little bit. Let's cut it. Center them a little bit more. Okay, so I've got some laundry here to work with. I can wrap them in a little bit. But yeah, dang, that looks pretty good. Hey, I did a thing. How about that? Oh my god, keep pressing the wrong layer. There, yeesh. Wait, where are there two of them? Oh, yeah, that's right, okay. I can get rid of those. Don't need those two. It's like, why am I have duplicates of the weird laundry? Okay, there we go. Moved them off the page so that they're out of my way now. Let's see. I need 3 speech bubbles now. Bring the front. Okay, where are we at? Let's go back to 100% here. So I can get these timed out to the right size. Okay, so that needs to be 5, I believe. I should double check. Let's see, where are my other speech bubbles at? I believe 5. Ooh, those are both off. Okay. Don't rely on that one. This one? 6. They need to be 6. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to be consistent across the illustrations and the pages and stuff like that, so I can make sure that thicknesses of certain things and all of that is correct. Do my best. Okay, so that's good. Object arrange, bring to front. Okay, what size is that? That's a 22, so we should be able to get something close. The other thing is text. I want to make sure that you're using fonts that are either free to use or you go and purchase the fonts that you want to use for your books. That should be, I should go through and have a bigger, not necessarily a video about that, but definitely talk about that. When I first started this book project back in the day, that was some of the earliest things that I wanted to make sure that I had set up. I didn't want to get, published and out there and then somebody come back and be like, hey, by the way, you owe me money for the font that you stole. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. So I'll open up. This is the cover for book 1. And you can see this font is very different than the text that's in the book. This is just Myriad Pro, just basic, you know, standard font that comes with every computer you can use for whatever. But this one is called Anime Ace, and I had to go, actually both of them are, that's not, no, that one's wrong. That one's saying it's something that it's not. Anyways, yeah, Anime Ace. So I went and actually purchased this from the person that made that font so that I could use it for all my projects. I don't know what that one is. Don't say, we don't need that. Okay, cool. So now we need to set these up. Which way is our page going? Okay, it's going to the right. I don't want to go too much higher, but I can make these smaller. They don't have to be this big. So now this is where the juggling act comes, where it's like, okay, so I have a setup for the objects, people, the illustration for the thing that's happening in the scene, kind of figured out. Now I have to balance that with how the words fit on the page, which is sometimes hard. Just depends. Okay, like I said, it's going that way, so we definitely need to crunch it over towards the right-hand side a little bit. Let's see, can I make that bigger? I do want to make that bigger. Maybe something like that. So we're going to read this one to the left, this one to the right, this one in the middle. Maybe that's what we're going to set up here. I might have to move them down a little bit more again. The other way we can look at this is we actually have the ability to trim it. So that would be what the final page kind of looks like, trimmed up. Yeah, might have to play with this a little bit more. Yeah, remember, we're going to want to crunch it over to the right just a little bit. I'm going to decide if I want to make this like very unique. So I've got two things going on here where I have to figure out how to balance this. That's 6. The word bubbles coming from the humans in the scene, which are off page. There are 2. Usually there are 2 that are talking in this way, and usually I denote those by adding the little arrows on them, like this. So that's the left human. This one will be coming from the right human. But this one, Sometimes if they're connected, I'll connect them together. Like if they're coming from one person and they have a one thought and then it rolls into the next one. But this doesn't feel like it could be. It almost feels like they're both saying it. There it goes. Let's say that one's acting funny. Range, send it back. Oops, I want to combine those. Range, send it back. Okay, so they would look kind of like that, right? I could just leave it open and then, no, because it needs to point towards somebody, so I don't know. I'll figure that out. Okay, we got about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then our next break is going to pop here. Our final break for the day. And then we will roll up, do our progress setups, and then go from there. So give me a chance to double check to see if there's anybody out there we can raid on our channels here. Yeah, we might have somebody to raid today. Ooh, that's exciting. But yeah, we're going to be about 50 seconds here and then take a break. So let's swap over to our assistant cam. So we're going to pause right here on this illustration. And then when we come back, we'll get it figured out and roll up for the day. So let's switch over to our camera for outside. See what Puppers is down in the right-hand corner. Chillaxing. Hey, if it works, it works. I'm not knocking it. But yep, we're gonna pause right here, and then I will see you on the other side of those that ad break. Something got her. The neighbor's dog started barking, so she jumped up pretty quick. Puppers is now gone. She heard something. Somebody walking on the hill on the other side of the valley that we live on. That's fine. Puppers is off on her own adventure, making sure the perimeter is secure around the house. So we are back here. Make sure I save this real quick. Yep, I already did. Let's make sure I save this. Make sure I save that. It's already saved. Let's save this. We're just going to go through your obligatory message. Save your work. Save all the things. So you don't lose it just in case a crash occurs. Okay, so now that we've gotten to the end of our stream for the day, let's see. Let's swap over to our Canva. Let's look at what our progress was for the day. Let's log this up. So we definitely got 30 pretty far. Like, it still needs some details, but we definitely got a lot of work done on 30. And we started 31 today. We started the last page of the book. But we are nowhere near being done, so I think we're definitely... It's got a good vibe to it, a good feel to it, got the words on there, so I think we're about that much done with it. Yeah, because we did a little bit of cleanup the first part of this stream, getting our Illustrator layout, all of our page layouts updated with new stuff, all the finished products we have, and then we went on to working on page 30, and then on to 31. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what we accomplished today. Yeah, sometimes it's fast. We get like lots of stuff going on. Sometimes it's a little slower. It's going to be interesting once we get the rest of these pages filled up, and then have to go back and start modifying some of that stuff and working things around again. We've already started doing some of it on some of these pages and getting them really polished in certain ways. Which reminds me, I think we also worked on 6 this week too, but that one's already pretty far. Yeah, just made some tweaks, modifications. I'd be interested to see in the coming weeks if we get 9 through 11 started and 28 through 29 started. And I think 18 is the other one that's kind of funky-dory. If we make progress on them, if some of them will actually like lose progress too, as I am going through the process and making edits and changes and stuff like that, which ones will actually go a little bit backwards because they need to be either reworked or need to be looked at to make sure that they are still fitting in with the rest of the story. Like, sometimes I just put stuff together on the pages just to make it so that I have an idea of what's going through and what's going on. So it'd be interesting. We also got this big thing to do. We've got the cover to work on at some point on stream. So that's another big deal. I've started it a little bit, just basically got it up and running. But the graphics and stuff for it have not been started yet. So we still got a pretty big chunk of work here left to do. So make sure and come back and check out and see how far we are. We've got a deadline for next year that we're going to try to hit, but we'll see how it goes. So I've got a date in mind for when this will be available and published and ready to go, but yeah, it's not time. It's not time to reveal that yet. Soon, all will be revealed. Okay, so schedule-wise, now that we've gotten that done, we just got done with our Friday stream, so I will be off Saturday and Sunday for the art streams. I will be back on Monday for another 3-hour art stream from 9 to 12. But if you would like to come and listen to me and Mrs. Tahoe do a little live podcast right here on this channel, please stop by on Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's Pacific time, so it's later, especially for East Coast people. But it's just me and her sitting down and talking about different topics, old topics, new topics, all types of different little things that we want to, kind of converse about, tell stories about, understand a little bit as we get older and our life is slowly changing, especially as our kids are graduating high school this year, which is crazy to think about, but things are about to change and we're trying to figure out, what does it all mean? What are we doing in this world? What is the meaning of life? I don't know. But if you'd like to come and hear us ramble about things, please come by and see us. It is interactive, so you can talk with us back and forth while we're recording that episode and stuff like that. It's a good little fun little time that we like to have. Let's see. I'll bring up the graphic for it. There it is. Me and Mrs. Tahoe. We've got our little PNG VTubers that we have on our stream. So just me and her. Maybe at some point we might switch and have cameras on us and do it more like that, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. What else? Why did that move out of there? I don't think. Last thing before I go through and thank everybody for coming by, let's check out this week's social media post that I put up, where I was working on some flyers for upcoming events and stuff. Just trying out some different filming techniques, working with some different ideas and stuff like that, some editing and things like that, creative editing, putting buttons in there to have some little commentaries, fun little things, just trying something new, playing with it. A lot of stuff I'm but choosing to do by hand. So like printing out and making my own flyers on cardstock, hand cutting them all and punching the corners and stuff like that. Even like my little business cards and stuff that I'm making, all done by hand. And it's partially have to do with saving some money and time. But two, also just getting into that idea of just making this stuff all by hand, and that it's okay that it's you don't have like 700 copies of something or anything like that. That these are, if they are like handmade in that way, they're a little bit more exclusive, and that's okay. They're kind of rare and unique in that space. You're not flooding everything in that way. Not saying that that's bad if you have a whole bunch of stuff. I think my goal is to someday maybe get to something like that, but I'm just enjoying doing little side projects and hand making some stuff like this. So it's been fun. I've always been a bit of a maker, so it fits right into what I've got going on. So, but definitely I've got a couple events coming up here. Let's see. Do I have an image for that? Nope, just completed that one. I don't have a I don't have... Oh, there it is. Aha! This one is coming up next week. So, let me switch back over to our... I found it. The Sierra Arts. Sierra Arts will be doing a book fest here in Sparks, Nevada. Sparks and Reno, interchangeable. They're right next to each other. Like, you could throw a rock and hit the other one. But I will be setting up a table down there. This event will just be books. So I will only have books. I won't have any of my other fun stuff there to sell or anything like that. So, I will be down there with a lot of other local artists, authors, poets, illustrators, lots of different book genres, crafts, raffles that they're going to have. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to be down there with our table set up. That's October 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In downtown Sparks. So if you are in the area, in the Reno, Tahoe area, even as far as Carson City, feel free to drop by and check out all of the awesome local authors that we will be having out there. So once that one is done, at the end of the month, I also have another event, and this one will be very anime specific. So if you are into anime, definitely keep an eye on this channel. I will be putting up a video promotion, graphics, all that fun stuff for that event coming up on the 31st. So on Halloween, we will be doing a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll be there all 3 days with our books and lots of other goodies that we have not shown off quite yet. Also all handmade, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But thank you for everybody for coming by. Thank you, Ghost Guy. Thank you, B-Shag. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you to Sundere Sharks. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for coming by and watching the stream and interacting. And I hope you had fun. I hope it was a good time. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon and a good weekend. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.